Greetings, YouTube. I'm going to be linking to a video by C.G.P. Gray, which is a channel here on YouTube, and the video in question is called Humans Need Not Apply. And it is incredibly well done. And it deals with automation, and how automation is going to completely and utterly revolutionize the 21st century in a way that humans have never ever encountered. In the past, whenever we had technical revolutions, the labor that was done at one time was discontinued as new technology made it obsolete, and people moved into the new phase of technology. But people had something to do. The problem with the coming automation revolution that we're looking at in the 21st century, which will be complete in the 22nd, is that humans are going to be utterly replaced. Completely replaced. And their positions will be gone. So the best example he gives is that the biggest impact we're going to probably see immediately is automated vehicles. Because automated vehicles are going to completely change how the entire transportation industry is done. And the transportation industry is the largest segment of our economy as far as labor is concerned in America. So that means that all the people that currently work in the transportation industry, all the people that drive those vehicles, are gone. Now you could say, well, we'll retrain them and we'll find them a new position. Well, the problem is that on the chopping block at the moment to be replaced by automation in this century are 45% of our jobs. 45% of our jobs are just gone. And you can't just turn these people into engineers to make new machines. You have to have a certain mindset. But even in the fields that are involved in the thinking, white-collar jobs, people are being replaced and made superfluous by software. There are software programs right now running that are helping people do business that used to be done by people. And that's just going to get more common as the software becomes more and more sophisticated and is able to function more rapidly and effectively. There are a whole lot of people in the modern world that are going to be unemployed. And I've been thinking about this because this video was done, hold on a second, let me check. I'm looking at it, August 13th, 2014. So this video was done quite a while ago, and I've been thinking about it since then. And every time I think about doing this video, it slips my mind, but today I remembered. So I have a question for all the neoliberal conservatives of the world, particularly in America, though this will affect all developed nations. What do we do with all that labor? These people are going to be without jobs. Now, I'm 50. I will probably be able to function in my position or some kind of a position all the way through my effective work life, though I may not be able to retire until I'm in my 70s because I need to pay off this. But what do all the other workers do? And what do people like me, who will be 50 in the year 2030, 2040, what do they do when suddenly there are no jobs left for them that fit their skill set? And they can't be retrained to do white-collar jobs because the white-collar jobs have become very rare because of software and robotics. Where do the people go? In America, we don't have a functioning welfare state. We're going to need one. We're going to need minimum standards of living for millions of people. These aren't just going to be temporarily unemployed. These are going to be people who are going to be unemployable because their jobs are gone, because the entire sector that their family used to work in or they used to work in has disappeared. It just doesn't exist. 50 years from now, no one's going to remember that people drove vehicles every day. when there will be automated trucks carrying everything that we want from hither and nigh. and more 3D printing technology, developing things on the spot. I work in the auto industry. The perfect arrangement would be for me to make a seal and then hand it to a guy who puts it into an engine. Better yet, the guy that makes the engine makes the seal and puts it into an engine. Cuts me out of the loop completely. And we're looking at that kind of future someday. Except it won't be a guy putting that seal into the engine. It will be a robot. It probably won't be an engine, it'll probably be a motor. But they'll be able to print things right on the spot. In any kind of material they imagine. And then assemble them into the machines they want to build. With humans at the top in the management positions and nobody else. What happens to us? Where do the blue-collar workers go? You can't have a world where there are 100 million people working in the service industry in America. Or at that point, it would be 200 million. That doesn't work. And you're going to see more and more concentration of wealth towards the 1% and the 0.1% than even now. So what happens to all the people that don't have jobs anymore? This is not a rhetorical question. I'm not throwing out a philosophical concept. I want answers. You can't retrain them for jobs that don't exist. There will be no more ditch diggers left. Machines will do that. Heck, most of the service industries are going to be gone. You walk into McDonald's, place your order, and machines are going to make your food. There will be no minimum wage jobs left. So, where do the people go? What do they do? How do they survive? Or is there a growth market in the near future for Soylent Green?